In 2021, Gabe made his directorial debut with South Africa's first gay rom-com, No Hiding Here, which is currently available for streaming on Netflix. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on stage, the giant.
Thanks, everyone. Hi, I'm Gabe, and I will keep it very short because I know it's been a long day. Thank you for the introduction. I am just going to run you through a couple of things that I can advise you to do if you are trying to tell a story, whether you are at the level where you are being hired as a writer, or you are trying to get something made yourself and you have a career behind you, or whether you've never made anything and you just want to put something that you've made onto a screen. This, I think, is a pretty foolproof way of looking at the process of writing only, okay? So the first thing you want to do is figure out firstly, there are two ways that you can be a writer in our industry. You're either being hired off someone else's idea or someone else's brief that they've come to you and said, roughly, we want a story about X. Like my first film that I directed in 2021, No Hiding Here, I was given the brief, we want a warm and fuzzy gay story. So then I had to decide who are my characters, what's my action, where is it going to end up, and how's it going to feel warm and fuzzy at the end. That was what I kept having to come back to. So that's writing off a brief on assignment for someone who hopefully is going to give you money to write. In fact, they should. Don't work for free in that sense. They should give you money to work on that. Or the other way is if you have an idea or you know you want to write your own thing, you don't want to work for someone else, or you're not getting hired by someone else, you're going to go and find the story that you want to tell and write it either with the intention of showing people, hey, look, I can write, here's a script, and then you're using that script as a kind of audition to get into whatever shows that person is putting on, or that production company, or whatever films they're trying to make. You're going, hey, here's proof that I can write something that moves people. Or you're going to use it to try and get something made. So those are kind of the avenues. You're writing for someone else off their brief, or you're writing for yourself as either an audition or as something that you are going to go out and get made. In any of those processes, no matter what level of sort of career that you are at, you're always going to start with an idea, right? You're not going to know the full story in the beginning. You're going to start with your idea. And that, I would say, has to be something that you feel something about. Either it's something that you believe about the world, or it's something that you feel should be different about the world and you want to say that through storytelling, or it's something that you're not seeing enough of in the world, and so you want to be the person to bring that representation. Whatever it is, you have to feel something about it because you're going to be stuck with it for a while. Then the second thing you're going to go to, which there are some people who say you start with plot first and some people who say you start with character first. I personally find it easier to start from character, maybe because I had a background in acting. I just find that if you know your characters well and you figure out what matters to your characters and what kind of people they are, they will write the story for you. So say you're writing something about yourself. Think of you now who's sitting there. If you were to put yourself into a what-if scenarios, what if I lost the love of my life, or what if I was fired tomorrow, or what if I was in a car accident or a plane accident and I was the only survivor, whatever, or I was the last person on the planet and the whole world had been wiped out. Whatever what if you want to give your character, first, just for the purpose of this exercise, imagine that it's you. You know what you would do first if you think about it hard enough, and then second, and then if a new problem is thrown to you, what you would do, how you would take each curveball. So I feel like a good way to write is to go, what would I do? If your character that you've decided to write the story about is quite different from you, try other people on for that character. Go like, okay, well, if my mom was in this situation, what would she do? That's different to what I would do, that's different to what a sibling or a lover or a celebrity would do. Try different characters onto your character to come up with ideas for where they're going to go with the story, and pick what you feel is the best thing for your story. So I always say start with character because they will tell you where to go. And remember, you don't only want to see what is expected. The audience wants to see things that are unexpected but still sort of logical and believable that a person would do that. So what's helpful then is to think about what would it take for a character to do something? You might think you would never, maybe you don't, but you might think you'd never murder someone, for instance. But if there's someone who you love who is being threatened by someone and you had to step in front of them and murder that person to save this person, you would. So it's that kind of thinking that gets you to go, how can I get a character to do something extreme or something out of their comfort zone by giving them a problem that is big enough to get them there. Because any character would pretty much do anything if you find the right problem to give them. So that's going from character into plot. And then the last thing that you do, once you've plotted out your story, which I can't go into deep detail right now, but basically you want to make sure that your character is changed by the end, your lead character, and hopefully the people around them, has changed by the end of your story. Otherwise, we don't know why we've watched the thing, because that's how you change the audience, is by showing them change on screen. So that gets you vaguely through plot. It's a lot more complex, obviously, but if your character has changed, you've done something right. And then the last thing is dialogue, which I find when I read a lot of younger filmmakers' scripts, which I do a lot. I'll give you my socials after this. You can contact me if you have a script and you want it read. I love being a reader for other people because that really helped me coming into my career. As much as you can, you want to massage your dialogue so that it feels like real people. When I read scripts by younger filmmakers at the moment, sometimes they have a fantastic story, and I care about the characters, and I want to know what's going to happen to them, but the dialogue is very, what we say in the industry is on the nose, right? The people are saying exactly what they are feeling in every moment, which is not really how people talk in real life. Until an extreme circumstance comes up and there's high stakes and they just have to blurt out their truth, quite often we hold back a lot of what we're thinking or feeling in a moment. So I would say, as much as you can, once you've got your story and your character down, massage your dialogue so that it gets to a point where it feels like real people would say this. A good idea is to get friends or actor friends or sort of collaborators to read with you. If you can, the best advice that I got as a young writer was to form a group, a writer's group, which a mentor told us to do, where you are, every 2 weeks, you are reading something to each other. First of all, it forced me to generate work every 2 weeks, even if it was just like a scene idea I had, or if it was a pitch that I wanted to practice, or it was a full screenplay. It forced me to generate work frequently and stay consistent. As Justice mentioned, that consistency is really key, especially when you don't feel like doing the thing. But it also meant that I got to hear my words out loud in other people's mouths, and I could go, ooh, that sounds really unnatural. It sounded good in my head, but unless you're reading it out loud yourself and getting other people to read it, it's very hard to get it to feel really natural and for us to believe that that character is really saying that thing. Because remember, we've seen the same actors in the same films, in different films over many, many years, but each time we sit down to watch them, hopefully, if they're good, we believe that they are that person that we're watching. Even though I might know, oh, their real name is blah, 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 they have 2 children, they're married to this one, they were in the tabloids last week, whatever. I believe when I sit down and watch them that these terrible things are actually happening to that person. Even though I'm in the film industry and I understand that there was a set and there were people and lights and cameras and everything, you have to believe that these are real people. You suspend your disbelief to let the story take you away, and if you don't do that, the story won't move you, and you probably won't watch another one, and we want people to keep watching movies. So that is basically the journey of writing a story, whether it is a short film, whether it's a feature, a TV show, it's always that something that you want to say, keep that in the back of your mind. Then your characters can take you through your plot, or if you work the other way, you figure out your plot and then you build up your characters, and finally getting that dialogue to be exactly how you feel it's very best. That means lots and lots and lots of revisions. You're constantly, I looked yesterday at a script, the day before yesterday, at a script that I wrote 3 years ago, and I was like, whoa, no one would speak like this, no one would do that. I'm always learning new ways to write dialogue, and you've got to just keep going back to your scripts and make them smoother and nicer, and I wish you all the best and hope that your scripts get made. And please do send them to me if you want to read it. I won't always do it straight away, but I'll put it on a little list and I will get to it eventually. I'm at Gabe for Gabriel on Instagram and Twitter, or my email address is also gabeforgabriel@gmail.com. Thank you and enjoy your afternoon.
Thank you so much, Gabe. That was the best crash course in writing I've ever heard. I'm glad you guys are taking notes. Gabe is such an incredible artist. I've been following his journey for some time now, and he's always so generous with his insights, and it's just really inspiring. We have a performance next. Who is the performance?
It's Rainbow Academy.
Yay, Rainbow Academy. Exciting.
Afternoon, everybody. Apologies, I will be very, 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 very brief. I just quickly wanted to just introduce our students from the Rainbow Academy. We are a proudly South African award-winning non-profit organization. We are a performing arts and business academy at 106 Adderley. And we train our students for a year to 2 years, aged 18 to 25, in acting, dance, drama, also music, as well as musical theatre, and then we also offer up business, pure business courses, as well as business in the arts, bits of hospitality and tourism, so we can understand the cultural sector a bit better. And recently, we've also introduced film into our course as well. Because of COVID, we obviously also had to learn how to adapt and creating bigger and better opportunities as well for our young artists. And what we really are all about is youth development, youth empowerment, and youth education as well. And our main focus is to get these young artists the platforms that they need to express themselves, to express new voices, and become the new talent within the industry. And we've been very lucky over the years with the amazing talent that has come through our doors. And we've also been encouraging our students to write, compose their own music, write their own plays, write their own short stories. And we've actually been extremely lucky to also be on the top achievers list for Trinity College London nationally since 2017 for their self-written work. So we are very open about new voices, new stories to being told, and showcasing their talents. And with that, yeah, the Rainbow Academy.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And that was a Rainbow Academy. This is Mamti, the school principal and the head of Department of African Music. Then the African music, it's where we give our students all the theory from the African countries. The dance they did there, it is a combination of South African dance, Nigerian dance, Mali dance. Thank you.
Lovely, lovely, lovely performance. Thank you to Rainbow Academy. And those are one of the things that makes Africa very authentic, because nowhere else in the world you would find such movements, such confidence, such beats, such, it's just everything up. So basically it's a stomping. Yeah, so that's very authentic. I actually also grew up in one of these similar groups as a young kid. Yeah. That's where it all started. That's why today I can do this, because I come from a youth group as well, from Ekukule too. I started off there and then grew up from there. And yeah, we're coming towards the end of our event. And you guys have been really, really incredible, and we're thankful that you came through and spent your day here. As well as you guys in the streams, we appreciate you guys being there and acknowledging the time and event. So now, to introduce the who part, remember we had the why, the who, the why, the how, and now it's the who. So I'll call back on stage Ayanda to come and tell us more about this great initiative and why they decided to have the Creative Youth Festival and now the awards part of it. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on stage. Ayanda, Shiwelele. You can use this one. Ooh, Shiwelele, Shiwelele, Shiwelele. Rainbow Academy,
You guys know how to welcome people, you know. You guys have a vibe here. I see. You know, you got a vibe, yeah. Don't worry, I'm trying to calm my nerve down. Thank you so much. You know, if you didn't stop with the music, I was gonna show you some move. You know, I can do the things. I can do the things as well. You know, without wasting so much time, guys. Yeah, just wanna start before start with thanking Fem Week, and MIP Africa, for hosting us. You know, we're really grateful. We're really grateful for warmly welcoming us and allowing us to be in this space. And can you guys kindly give them a round of applause? Can you kindly, please, come on, that's not enough. Oh, almost there. Good one. Thank you so much. Really, really, really grateful for allowing us to be in this space and exposing us to these lovely and amazing people and the opportunity. I believe everyone here really benefited so much from being here, And yeah, without wasting time, we're gonna present something, Ria ceramic use of African soil, fire, and water in the craftsmanship and design for their original handmade ceramics. Inspired by the beauty of nature that surrounds us, the Raya Ubuntu Mugs tells the story of I am because we are. And the valuable teachings we draw from this African philosophy. What a better way to experience an African richness by drinking from locally grown coffee and local coffee from your award made from African clay. All right, wow. I wish I had enough time to read that and say that better. I think I would have actually done. Anyway, thank you guys. But more than anything else, we just really want to celebrate, these lovely and beautiful marks, made from clay, that says, I am because we are. I just imagine myself already drinking something warm from here, right? I have a thing, drinking something strong and warm from here would say, yeah, All right, without wasting so much time, MC,
Yes,
I don't know if I'm still good. Should I allow the MC on?
Oh, you need me to come back on stage for you?
Please. All right.
Alrighty. So these are the names.
All right. I think it's about time for the awards. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it the time for the awards? Are you guys ready for the awards? Are you guys ready for the cups? For the awards? All right. Okay, I see Dedray coming to me. Sorry. You can do the dancing before.
Oh, the dance.
Yes, the dance before.
Okay. I guess mas kutwa siya kuicha tina nos. Ane? Ati kutsending atensa skhumbuli nje ngoma zo. Tina, kan again. Dinikulel. Mama wondizalayo. Umama wandibeletha.
Aiwa.
Umama wandizalayo.
What's up?
Umama wandibeletha.
Come on, everyone. I need everyone on their feet. Come. Let's go. We're closing this, right? We need to close it in style, right?
Umama wandizalayo. Umama wandibeletha. Umama wandizalayo.